están? En el video de hoy, oh my god, voy a intentar buscar a algún extranjero que esté pasando por aquí para preguntarle cuánto pagan de renta aquí viviendo aquí en China. Y pues voy a ver si me dan chance de que haga yo un tour de su departamento. Así que deseenme mucha suerte. Ok, veamos a ver si vemos algún extranjero. Ay, Diosito, ahí viene una chica, le voy a preguntar a ella. Ahí está, a ver. Hi.
Hi.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How much do you pay for rent here in Beijing?
About 10,000 a month.
10,000.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 10,000.
Yeah.
Could I have a tour of your house?
Sure. Right now?
Yeah, if you have time.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she's gonna do the tour now. ¡Ah! Amigos, en realidad Kai es mi amiga. No saben cómo grabamos ya esto como 3 veces. Hi. Que nos daba risa. Pero ella tiene un departamento súper bonito. Es como de mi estilo, pero así 1000 veces más bonito. Y paga 10,000 yuanes, que equivalen a 30,000 pesos mexicanos al mes. 30,000 pesos, amigos. Así que vamos a ver en qué lugar vive una persona que paga 30,000 pesos al mes, ¿vale? Ahora miren, esta es la entrada del callejón, digamos, donde vive Kai.
Yeah.
Is this place scary when you come at night?
No, the number of times that I've walked through here inebriated beyond all repair. My neighbors are the best ever.
Oh, because it looks very scary, let me tell you.
Every one of my neighbors knows that I'm the only foreigner living back here, and so they always point to my friends and tell them where to go.
Did you hear that, friends? ¿Escucharon eso? Ella es la única extranjera que vive en este lugar. Es que miren cómo se ve todo bien viejito. This is the place, right?
Yeah.
Bueno, yo he estado aquí, amigos, pero los voy a mostrar. Déjenme enseñarles por afuera la entrada. La violencia está en el video. It's in the video now. Miren, esta es la entrada. Ahora sí, vamos adentro. Hola, Casey. Vente, Casey. No, que no sabe.
Come on, Casey! Come on! Casey, come on.
Ok, aquí vamos. Thank you. Wow. How big is your place, do you know?
I was told the downstairs living space is less than 35 square meters. I would assume that the upstairs is maybe around 10, and then there's the terrace extra.
Okay. And this is similar to mine, right? Like you have a platform.
Yeah. The big thing that they try to do in China is they try to add on that the living space is the terrace. So they say that something is so big plus terrace, and they're not counting everything that you live in, they're counting everything plus terrace.
Ajá. Pero miren la sala, amigos, es muy bonita. Can you give us a tour to the sala?
I keep all of my underwears and everything here.
Underwear?
Yeah.
What?
I do.
Amigos, la ropa interior está aquí. So like if your friends come and then they open it, it's like, what?
I would yell at them and be like, don't open that!
Es para ahorrar espacio, amigos, because you have a lot of space.
Yeah.
And the sofa.
The sofa has storage under it. And it also lays out into a bed. So we can lay it out into a bed for you. It is the best thing in the entire world.
And it's big.
It's huge.
Es grande, amigos. Es bastante grande.
It's 2 meters wide by 180, or not 2 meters. Yeah, 2 meters wide by 180 centimeters long. So you can lay on it, no problem.
It's bigger than my bed.
It's the same size as my bed upstairs.
Wow. And here, this is Kai's place, right?
Kaisi has 2 beds because he's bougie. And then we have his food and his toys and the cat stuff.
So, how many cats do you have? How many pets do you have?
I I have 3. I have a zoo. I have 3. I have 2 cats and 1 dog. And the cats I'm currently fostering. Hopefully they find a forever home. But Kaisi is mine forever. He will go with me anywhere if I decide to leave.
I will explain what fostering is. Amigos, aquí en Beijing es muy común que haya muchas como sociedades de animalitos que los rescatan. Entonces ellos buscan hogares temporales para los gatos, para los perros. Y eso es lo que Kai está haciendo con estos 2 gatitos que tiene. Entonces ella, digamos que les está dando un hogar temporalmente con la esperanza de que pronto se le encuentre un dueño a estos gatos. Sí. Bueno, can you show us the bathroom? Vamos a ver el baño, amigos. Sí, esto es muy común aquí en China, el tener la regadera que no tiene una división. Y entonces el agua se va por todos lados. Miren, está aquí conectado con la taza. Y pues todo se moja. Vale.
It's teeny tiny. When you sit on the toilet, you can put your head against the wall.
Can you film me doing that? Well, maybe I cannot because I'm tiny too.
Yeah, you can.
You mean like this?
Yes!
Why do you do that, Kai?
When you're really hungover. When you're really hungover and you feel very, very sick or very ill, that's what you do.
I imagine that for a tall person, imagínense, amigos, para una persona alta, o sea, no hay mucho espacio aquí, ¿no?
Yeah. My ex-boyfriend was the same. He was like, he could almost touch the wall with his knees. Yeah.
Well, maybe he was squatting. He had to poop and feel like this.
Just like the Chinese do.
Así. Tenía que hacer popó y pipí así. Bueno, vamos a ver la cocina ahora, amigos. Amigos, aquí seré rápida y breve. Esta es la cocina. La cocina es muy pequeña, como parecida a la mía, pero el doble, digamos. Y algo importante que yo no enseñé en mi video de mi jutón es que la lavadora está ahí, incluida en la cocina. Y pues bueno, hay varios compartimentos. Tiene un refrigerador que es bastante grande y también tiene un horno, que es algo que yo no tengo. Y sí, esta es la cocina. Pero bueno, esta es la cocina, como ven. Y de este lado a la derecha les voy a mostrar, tiene ella un espacio en donde guarda como a la cena, digamos. Y literal te puedes meter acá y hasta podrías tener una habitación aquí. You could have a bedroom here. ¿Qué es?
And I was coming down the stairs too fast and I slipped.
Pues bueno, amigos, esta es la recámara. Miren qué pequeñito es. It's so tiny.
It's teeny tiny. So the only closet space I have is over there, and then everything else that doesn't go under the couch or in my little shoe cupboard goes under the bed.
Ah, amigos, tiene cosas abajo de la cama. Vamos a ver de este lado para que vean cómo es. Miren el techo. El techo es como el mío, en forma triangular, porque por lo general así son los jutones.
My socks and leggings. Not my forget-me-nots. Not the naughty stuff. The bad stuff we don't talk about.
Miren qué pequeño es el lugar, y aquí están las escaleras mortales, miren. Wow, so scary. It looks so high. It is actually, right?
Yeah, and the stairs are so narrow.
Wow. Oh, y miren esto que tiene aquí. Es que la neta, Kai es diseñadora de interiores. Ella sabe qué onda, entonces toda esta decoración es de ella. Esta cama.
Eat our son. Is it comfortable? My hotel bedding? Oye, Casey. Is it? Let me know.
Oh, sí está grande. It's really big. Miren, amigos, you can see the size. ¿Pueden ver el tamaño?
You got a long way to go.
Yo mido
200.
1,82 metros. Entonces este lugar es bien chiquitito, amigos, pero sí está cómodo, está cómodo. Me estaba diciendo ella que compró la colcha del hotel, ¿no?
Hilton, the Hilton.
Del hotel Hilton, que lo puedes comprar en Taobao y te vende literal las colchas del hotel. Entonces es lo que tiene ella acá. Y bueno, amigos, aquí la razón por la que mi amiga paga muchísimo más por su departamento, la terraza. Como ustedes pueden ver, la terraza la verdad que tiene una vista muy bonita a la ciudad de Beijing. Es muy bonito estar aquí cuando ya el clima es cálido, estar por la mañana, ver el atardecer, poder comer al aire libre. Es una vibra distinta a la de vivir en un departamento donde todo está encerrado. ¿Ustedes pagarían más dinero con tal de tener una terraza en China o en cualquier lado del mundo, digamos? ¿O creen que no valga la pena? Okay. Sit, guys, sit, because you're in the video. Okay, guys, just to finish the video, I wanna ask you, like, I think many people would be like, why do you live in this tiny place? If there are many big apartments in Beijing,
Yeah.
you could be living in like the modern part of Beijing. Like, like there are so many options, especially for this budget. I think.
Yeah.
To pay this amount of money, you could have a two-bedroom,
3 bedrooms.
apartment. Yeah.
So
why?
when
Why el rito? It's a Mexican joke.
When I first moved to Beijing, I lived in an apartment. And it was nice. I liked it. And I had a roommate. And then we moved to another apartment. And it was fine. But I didn't know anyone that I lived next to or above or below. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you live in an apartment, you can hear someone that lives above you. That just, it makes me angry. But I decided, because I was playing volleyball at the time, I was coming into like central Beijing 3, 4, 5 times a week, and that was 100 RMB every, like 100 RMB in town and 100 RMB out. And so it quickly became something where I was like, I need to live in the city. So I contacted he was an agent at the time, and was like, I needed an apartment, and he showed me a bunch of hutongs, and I was like, this might be kind of cool. It feels very China. Not something that was somewhere I didn't know anyone. And so I moved into this apartment, and it was a hutong. And I got to know my neighbors so well to a point where when I was going to volleyball practice and I was wearing my volleyball shorts, my neighbor would walk out and find me and try to pull my volleyball shorts down because she thought they were too short. And my boyfriend came in one day and he was like, I just saw your neighbor naked. And I went, what? He goes, she was changing in front of the window and I saw her boobies. I was like, oh my God. And it was just like, you don't get that living in an apartment. It's not, you don't get those funny
seeing
jokes.
naked people.
I don't want to see anyone naked, but like, you don't get
the
those
sense of community, right?
Yeah, and like your neighbors making food and then bringing you food, you don't get that. And so then I moved into another apartment and it was the same thing but better. And then it's been the same thing every time. And then living here, this has been my best hutong experience, especially because when I was sick, my neighbors would bring me food. And my neighbors show my friends where I live. They lead them from the street corner all the way back. You don't get that living in an apartment. They just wave you off and, oh, you go find it. But living in a hutong, you get a little bit of sense of community where kind of like back home.
Do you think that they take care of you because you're a foreigner and they feel like, oh, she's a woman, she's alone?
100%. Oh. It's a real China experience living in a hutong.
Oh, okay. Well, Kai, I just want to say thank you for letting us and all Mexico come inside your tiny apartment. And actually, yeah, thank you, because you had the idea and you were like, oh, we should have this video. Yeah, es muy buena onda, la verdad. Ya la conozco desde hace como 3 años, like 3 years ago we met.
Before COVID.
Todo es antes de COVID, amigos, pero bueno, ya. Muchas gracias por dejarnos entrar a tu casa.
De nada.
No habla español. ¿Hablas español?
Very little.
Poquito. Bueno, pues ya, muchas gracias, ¿vale?
No problem.
Amigos, y ya pues eso es todo. Espero que les haya gustado este video. Suscríbanse al canal. Les debía este video porque yo sé que les gustó mucho el video de mi jutón. Y pues ya, creo que tengo más ideas de hacer más videos así de casas de aquí de Beijing, de China, de extranjeros sobre todo. Así que pues ya, eso es todo por el video de hoy y nos vemos en el próximo. Adiós.
Bye.
Yay, we're done. Porque gente.
Common. We're not common people.
I'm tired.
I hope this works out for you.
It will. Este es el detrás de cámara, tener que estar moviendo su tendedero de ropa de un lado a otro para grabar. Ay, güey. Es muy cansado esto, amigos. Fueron muchas tomas, muchos videos, mucho subir, bajar el tripié. Y yo hice mole para comer. Así que ya vamos a cenar ahora, porque ya tenemos hambre. Miren la cena, amigos. Yo hice mole oaxaqueño. Entonces eso vamos a comer. Y Kai acaba de hacer arroz. Y tenemos tortillas de harina.